Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to create this beautiful navigation bar with some nav links and a search bar in it. So when you hover over the navigation links, you can see a beautiful underline animation here that grows from width of 0% to the 80%, and this navigation bar is also a responsive navigation bar. That means you can view this in a mobile device without any issue. So let me show you. When I shrink this and when I trigger the point of 768 pixels, then you can see here the layout shifts and the search bar comes in the center and the logo remains there in its initial position, and a burger menu comes up here, and when I click over it, then you can see here a full page navigation is shown here in the mobile devices. Let me shrink down and you can see here also here we can see the growing underline animation here, and you can see here this hamburger menu also changes into a cross or times symbol. Now let's create this navigation bar and open up this source code in the VS Code. So here I will make this all, I will delete this all so that you can see nothing here, and also I will remove all the styling here so you can see here, and also I will remove all the JavaScript here. So we will start fresh. So first of all, let me create a boilerplate and give it a title of responsive navigation menu with search bar ramCoder. And here what we'll do now is we'll head over to the search and search for font awesome CSS, and we'll open up this CSS link and we will copy and paste the link tag from this website into our index.html file. So let me copy this and then paste it after the title tag so we can use the font awesome icons, and also I will link my CSS file, that is /style.css, and also script tag sarc equals /app.js. So now what I will do is I will go to the Google fonts.google.com, and I will pick the Ubuntu font, and let me pick this regular 400 and import it through CSS. Let me copy and paste this in the style sheet file, and in the universal operator margin 0, padding 0, box size in body box, and also we will do font family in the universal selector itself, so we don't have to write it again and again. And now the actual navigation bar parts begin here. So let me create a nav tag, and inside a nav tag I will create a div with the class name logo, and here I will type logo, and after that I will create a div with class links, and inside that link I will create an UL, and inside that I will create 4 LIs, and give them some text: home, about, services, contact, and after that I will create a div for search, and inside that I will be having an input tag with placeholder of search, and also I will add an icon from font awesome. For that, i.fas.fa search. So what I did here is I grabbed a font awesome icon. So if you don't remember the class of the icon from font awesome, what you can do is head over to the website of font awesome and then open the website and search for the icon here in the website. So let me show you. Let me search for the menu icon. Then what you can do is open up one of this menu and then copy the I tag and paste it in your HTML so you can see them all. So let me save this and refresh this so we can see this contents here. And also, not to forget, I will create a div with a class name burger where we will add our hamburger menu. So i.fas-fa-bar, so this will generate a bars icon. So as we can see here, so something is missing here. Oh yeah, so you can see here the bar icon also appeared here. So I think this is it for the HTML part. So now we will do the styling for CSS. So first of all, inside the nav tag I will give height of 60 pixels and width of 100 BW, viewport width, and display of flex. So what this does is this arranges all the contents in a horizontal line. And also what I will do is justify content space around. So after we do this, you can see here they are all spaced out evenly and the layout is looking quite good than the previous one. So after that we'll also do align item center to vertically center the contents in the navigation bar, and I will add a background color to it. So I have a color here saved already, RGB 0,0,100. So I already had this color saved, color white. So what this does is add a background color to it and a text color to it. So you can now see that it's looking quite good and it looks like a navigation bar, but we'll do some other styling also. So what I'll do here is first of all hide this burger menu in the desktop version. So we'll only make it appear in the mobile version of the layout. So I'll do burger display none. So what this does is this removes the hamburger menu and also empty the space occupied by the burger. So after that what I will do is I will increase the font size of this logo. So let me do that. Dot logo, and then I will give a font size to it of 2M. So let us take a look at it, how it's looking. It's looking quite better now. And also I'll give font weight of bold, so the text will be bolder. You can see here the text is all bold now. Now what I will do is I will style these links now. So for that I will grab the links class of links. Now to the links I will provide width of 50%. So what this means is this will take the 50% of the navigation bar, and then what we will do is add a font size to it of 1.2 rem. So it will increase this font size. So now you can see here it's all hidden here. So now let's fix it now. Now grab the links and UL inside of it and give the width of 100%. This means the 50% of the navigation bar. It means the 100% of the links, which is 50% of the actual navigation bar. And then we will give a display of flex. So only after doing that, what you can see here is it's all in a single line. So we also have to do some other work. We'll do justify content space around again. So now you can see the layout is looking quite good. It's already better than the first initial version. So after that, these bullets does not look good. So in order to remove those, I will just do list style none. Now you can see here the bullets are gone and this layout is looking very good. And also this layout is quite responsive. You can see here until I reach up to this point. You can see the layout is quite responsive up to this point. So we'll also fix that issue afterwards. So after this, what we'll do is we'll give the styling to these links, the hover animation and the cursor pointer. So let us do that. For that I will grab dot links and UL and li inside of that UL. So cursor of pointer, and I'll give a position relative so that we can use position absolute inside the after pseudo element. So you can see here mouse cursor changes when I hover over it. Now we will do links UL li and after pseudo element to create that beautiful underline. So I'll give content of blank and width of, let's say, 80%, and then height of 2 pixels, and then background color of white, and then position of absolute, and then bottom of -5 pixels, and then left of 0 pixels, and then transition to it, that will be 0.3 second ease. So what we can see now is a underline that is 80% of the total width of the text. So you can see here the underline is so good now. So now we will animate the width of the underline when we hover over that. For that, the width initially will be 0% so that the underline does not appear at the initial point, and when we hover over the links, only then we will elongate that width. So hover, then we also need to give after here, and then only width of 80%. So after doing this, what you can see now is a beautiful hover animation in these links, in these nav links. You can see it's so beautiful and pleasing to our eyes. So this is an animation that you like to use in every project that we get. So after that, what we need to do now is we'll need to style this search bar so that it will look nice. It's good, but it's not nice. So let us style that. For that, I'll grab search. I'll grab this div with the class search and then give it a background color of RGB 47, 47, 153. So after that, what we can see here is nothing, but when you look closely, you will see a background color here. So we'll fix that in a second. So we'll give a padding to it of 5 pixels from top and bottom, and then 10 pixels from left and right. So what this does, you can see here the background color, you can see here. And also what we'll do is border radius of 10 pixels, so this edges of the search is not so sharp, it's rounded and looks nice. So then what do you need to do? So we will do search and then input and give a width of 100 pixels and then height of 30 pixels and then background color transparent. So you can see here it's kind of getting the feel. So after that we'll do border none, and then outline also none, and color will be white. So now you can see it's so beautifully presented here. It's so nice and pleasing to the eyes. So you can see here the corners are rounded and the icon is embedded inside the search bar, and you can type here, that is in the color white, and this placeholder looks also nice. So now what I can do is just increase the font size of the search icon a little bit. I think 1.2 rem. Let's see that. Search.fa, search, and then font size of it 1.2 rem. So now let's look at it. So beautiful and pleasing to eyes. So now for the desktop version, it's ready. It's so pleasing and beautiful. So we'll do the styling for the mobile version. First of all, I'll write a media query and the max width of 760 pixels. And so basically, let me tell you something. What this will do is, whenever we shrink our width of the device and when we trigger the point 768 pixels, then this media query will execute and the CSS inside of it will generate and render. So let me do a burger display block, and then I'll increase the font size a little bit, 1.5 rem, so it looks nice. Then color also white to stay consistent, and the cursor pointer will be white, and then width of 50 pixels. Okay, then transition of 0.2 second is. So this transition will apply when we change the icon from bars to the tiles. So now when you look at it, so you can see here it's appear now, but when we go beyond 768 pixels it will disappear, and when we go closer to 768 and lesser than that, then it will appear here. So after that, what we can do, dot fa and then transition of 0.3 second is. So this will be for the animation of icons, then links and display none. So what you can see here now, you see this beautiful layout, beautifully presented, and a nice navigation bar for mobile devices. So now what we will do is we will create a class inside of CSS, which will be called as links active. So what we will do is through JavaScript toggle the classes of the links element and add links active to them so that we can see the styling. So for this I will do something here. In the links I will write here links active. Don't worry, we will remove this active later on. So this is only done because we should see the styling here, right? So let me do this. Now instead of links active I'll do UL also here. So we'll do width of 100% and height of 100% too, and we'll do display flex and flex direction to column. So now let's have a glance to it. So nothing much, nothing to say about. Justify content center, align items center, and list style none. So now let's look at it. So seems there's some problem, so let me see. Oh, never mind, I forgot to style the links active here. The position of absolute and then top 60 per pixel. So what this does is our navigation menu always remain that nav links always starts from this end of the navigation bar. So let me show you here. So you can see nothing here, but let me style this a little bit so that you can see here. Left is 0 and width of 100 VW, and height for that I will need calc and 100 VH minus 60 pixel, that is the height of the navigation bar, and I'll give the background color same as of navigation bar, that is this one. Now let's have a look at it. So nice. So what we can do now is give some spacing here, justified content to space around. So now it's so good, so pleasing. So now also what we can do, transition, no, I think it's not required. If required we'll add that later. And then what we can do, dot links active UL and inside li. So you can see here the animated underline does not work here. So what we'll do is again write the same CSS. So position absolute, no, relative, never mind. And then what I can do now is links active ul li, and after pseudo element, and inside that what I can write is just copy paste from above. So I'll copy this one and then paste it here. So what you can see, nothing changed. So now what I can do is just copy this one, paste it, then add a hover to it, and then what I can do is width of 80%. So now what you can see is amazing. It's already looking so great. Now what we can do? Nothing much. I think styling is finished. So now we will hide this navigation menu in the first place. So you can see nothing here, just a navigation bar. Now let's write some 8-9 lines of JavaScript. Nothing much, not a harder JavaScript. So we'll do const burger equals to document dot query selector, and then dot fa bars. This will grab the bars, that burger menu, and const links equals to document dot query selector dot links, and then what I can do is burger dot add event listener, that is click. When we click over it, I'll run an arrow function that will do is burger dot class list dot toggle, that is fa times. So now let me show you something. When I click over this, boom, it's changed. You can see here, it's changed. It's so nice. So now what I can do is links dot class list dot toggle the links. So what this does is remove this links class when we click on the burger menu. So now you can see nothing happening here. You can see it. But now when I add another line of JavaScript, then you see the magic. Links dot class list dot toggle links active. So now if you see the magic of this amazing navigation bar, you can see here, when I click over it, boom, the navigation menu appears. When I click again, it goes out. So when we are in the desktop version, it looks like this, beautifully arranged navigation menu. And when I go to the mobile devices, also beautifully arranged navigation menu with this beautiful search bar and this full page navigation menu. Also this beautiful hover effect. So hope you enjoyed this video. This much for today. If you want to learn more, you can visit our channel, see our playlist, and learn web development from JavaScript to HTML to CSS.